Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming. We're jumping into Watch Your Rounds. It is update time for the Forerunner, okay, so bear in mind this is the Forerunner, it's not coming to global just yet. This will probably be another few weeks away before it hits global. Now, let's go and have a quick look at this stuff. So it's coming tomorrow, so we'll do a live stream tomorrow morning when it goes on reset, and we can just have a quick look through this stuff to see what it's all like and how it works, that sort of thing. We'll play around with that. And then we get 100 diamonds, okay, so heroes. The first hero that's getting done, well, the only real hero that's getting done is Demi. Right, so Demi's getting a buff. Now, her talent isn't getting changed, and neither is her basic attack, which includes her range. So her range appears to be staying as is. I know a lot of people wanted that change. Now, the first change for it is her Lord skill. So the new Lord skill will be much the same. However, it's that bottom bit there where faction allies damage increase on the number of enemies in their basic attack range. 5% per enemy up to 35% increase. Okay, so that's everyone that you've got in there. The other 4 champions that you'll have in unless you're doing the faction trials, then you're going to have, each of those is going to have another 35% damage, which could be quite nice. That could be quite handy, particularly for the new gear raids. So that is probably a good change. Now, the ultimate's been changed as well, so it's going to remove the invisibility. That's as it did before. She's going to play the drums as she did before. Basic attack now hits up to 10 enemies. That's the same, but it now deals up to 330% as opposed to the 270. So that's an increase for her there, just straight up increase on damage. And the slow and the anti-healing would be the same. So she's going to do the 50% slow for 2 seconds, and she'll do the anti-heal as well for the 2 seconds, but it's going to go on now for 18 seconds as opposed to the 15, so it's getting an increase in time. The rage cap is coming from 1,000 down to 900 if it's fully booked up, okay? So it's going to cost you less rage, and she's going to do more damage when she does it. Now, her first passive, the Waltz of Doom, during the ultimate, now her basic attack is going to hits at least 3 enemies when it's fully upgraded. It's going to give a 5% penetration, and that will stack up to 5 times. So you can get 25% penetration, which does seem good on an ultimate that's now doing more damage. So that seems to tie in quite well. And then the second passive, when invisible, reduces damage taken by up to 30% and restores 10% HP per second. So as soon as the ultimate ends, she's going to go into invisible, and then she's going to take less damage, and she's going to tick over with HP. So she's going to be a bit of self-healing as well. Now, and then during the ultimate, each time damage is dealt, restores about 5% HP for this hero as well, as opposed to her attacks. So there we go. That's her buff done. Is it good enough to see her getting played? Does it make her awesome? Don't know, but we'll have a little look at her tomorrow and see what else has happened. Also, her awakenings are changing as well. So originally it was when invisible, restores 5% of her max HP per second. That's getting taken into a second passive. That's gone entirely. And now when her passive reaches full stack, so that's the 25% penetration, she's going to increase attack range of the ultimate and attack speed. So don't know the range. We'll have a look tomorrow. We'll see what that's like tomorrow. We've got her A1, so who knows? It'll be a massive range. Not going to be, but there we go. I'm not that lucky. So Awakening 2 is changing. Awakening 3 is changing as well. So during the ultimate, she's going to deal 50% damage to targets with less than 50% HP, whereas it was 50% extra damage to targets with 40%. So he's now getting a slight buff there. And then the Awakening 5 is getting changed as well. These are both going, and now she's getting a boost to her damage up to 640% AoE, as opposed to, I believe it was the 550, wasn't it? Something like that. Yeah, 500. So she's now getting a boost to that as well. So there we go. That's Demi's buff. We'll have a look at that tomorrow when it's live in game and see what it's actually like. Baleen now is being fixed where she can hit airborne units, so that's a bonus as well. And the other hero that's getting a slight change is Beatrix. They're the two changes there. So we fixed an issue where the basic attack couldn't hit airborne units, only basic attack, sorry, and Beatrix now being optimized for the auto cast logic of the ultimate. Beatrix now properly casts the ultimate when enemies appear on the entire battlefield, whereas beforehand she didn't. They would just sit around, and whereas Idril's would. So that's been matched up now. So the next thing, Guild Wars, they've misinterpreted this a lot because they've called it Season 8. I'm assuming they mean Season 9, but we're going to have a look at that tomorrow. So Central Keep Defense Tower maps are being changed for the new season. Updated new season theme, avatar and emotes. Batwing's Banshee is the new season's Demon Soldier. The previous Demon Soldier, the Chaos Shaman, can now be obtained through gear raids. And the new one, an airborne unit with team support capabilities that can reduce enemies' damage output. And again, we're going to have a look at that tomorrow morning when it goes live. But that's not really the good stuff. I mean, the good stuff is here. So this is all the good stuff then. They've added Guild War Sandbox feature. Okay, requirement unlock after clearing a Guild War training stage. So the training stage up there. Feature access, the entrance appears on the Guild War interface, replacing the original training stage entrance after unlocking it. So once you finish that training, apparently it's going to get removed or changed over to the Sandbox. Available functions, the Sandbox support 2 modes. You can use a solo practice to challenge team to set up, or use player face-off to practice with guild members and friends. The player face-off list displays all guild members and friends who allow practice matches. Team setup rules. You can set up a separate defense team exclusive for Sandbox. The face-off battles will prioritize using this team. If no Sandbox defense team is set up, the Guild War defense team will be used instead. Checked independently for each team, and the gear update rules. The Sandbox defense team gear is saved separately from the Guild War and is set up independently. Thank God for all of that. Oh, that looks fantastic. You can actually set up your own defense and check your own defense now. What a lifeline that is. That has been a long time coming. Oh, and there's some other quality of life. I mean, it doesn't stop here with the good news of quality of life changes either. Let's jump into some of the other stuff. So this is all the Guild Wars stuff here. Like we said, that's all been changed. Now the other bit they've put down in here is they've put Guild Wars Season 7 Gauntlet starts. I'm assuming they mean Season 8, but there you go. They're the dates for it. So it will be towards the end of this month. This ends. There we go. And then we've got some amazing news down here. Have a look at this. Immortal Codex, Drake's Chasm, Gear Raids 1, 2 and 3, an Artifact Material Raid. Now save the gear and artifacts from the current lineup when saving auto fight records. Thank God for that. Now you can save auto fight records after the takeover of an auto fight, and the saved record will still include the gear from the current battle. Oh, dear God. Cannot wait for that. That is going to be awesome. Now, some other good news as well. Here we go. They've adjusted and optimized Drake's Chasm Abyss 1 rewards. Reduced the drop rate of random mythical gear chests. Right? Added Valiant gear drops. Plus, added Titan Meteorite and Wisdom Meteorite drops. Plus, remove certain low value rewards. See in-game details. We'll have a look at those tomorrow and see when what has actually changed in the chest. So we'll have a look at that tomorrow. So it's actually changed. That could be massive. Looking forward to seeing big shiny soul stones. That's what we're looking for. Or maybe fragments for them. I mean, just put fragments in. If I don't get them every day, just every now and again, if I got shards for them, that'd be a bonus. Put that in the game. That'd be handy. But we'll wait and see. Nothing about that. Obviously, I'm just making that up. But we'll have a look to see what's actually in the game tomorrow. Now, lastly, in Arena AoE DPS challenge, waves 1, 2, 3, 4. Monsters have their HP reduced. Take notes and adjust your lineups accordingly. Okay, when selling gear and artifacts, the interface now shows how many pieces of ancient gear or artifacts are being included in the current sale. Fine. And then this one, brilliant. When selling exclusive artifacts, you will receive extra artifact materials based on the number of exclusives artifacts sold. So I've got some I've been holding on to, looking forward to selling those. Don't worry if you've already sold them. For those that have already sold exclusive artifacts before the update, compensation artifact materials will be sent via the mail based on the number of items sold, and then you've removed purchase limit for monthly. So there we go. That's the update, all coming tomorrow. Like I say, we will have a look on game tomorrow and see about it and have a little play around and see what's there. And then hopefully tomorrow, if you're on the Forerunner server, we'll actually get we'll get something there as well, which would be nice to have something to summon for this weekend, because we all enjoyed the 1+1 on the Forerunner. Oh no, we didn't get it on the Forerunner. No more 1+1 on the Forerunner. There we go, that's the update. There's everything. Like I said, I'll do a live stream tomorrow morning at reset, and then we can have a look at this stuff. If there's anything you really want to have a look at, put it down in the comments below and I will make sure we go and do that. But I will try and work my way through the update tomorrow as well on reset, and we can just have a quick look at it all as well. Okay, right, thank you very much for your time. If you could do the old thumbs up, like and subscribe, helps me out massively, and I'll see you all in a video again soon, if not tomorrow morning when we do some gear raid, or when we do some streaming and have a look at the patch. Right, thank you very much, cheers, goodbye.